What's going on, you guys? If you're new to the channel, my name is Camille. I've been working as a full-time commercial actor model for almost 10 years now. My buddy Will and I decided to create this YouTube channel to build community and make it a safe space. Even though it seems like it's a big pool, it really isn't, and it's a pretty small community. So this episode is for those who are seeking representation currently, and whether you're new or you are a veteran seeking representation, happens. These are just good questions that you can ask when you're in that meeting with the agency, and things to bring to the table and to talk about, make sure you cover it. So these past few months, coincidentally, I actually have been going through the process of seeking representation. I have been with CESD for the past 4 years, and I decided to let them go and seek a new venture somewhere else when I found out that my agent was retiring. So I took this as an opportunity to basically, just try something new. I just felt intuitively and just gut instinct, like, you know what, let's see what else is out there to offer. I love them, still love them, they're my family. My gut instinct just told me that it was time to just take this opportunity and try something new. Seeing the huge difference from when I was 25, when I was desperately just wanting someone to sign me with not knowing a damn thing about the industry, to now with a killer resume, with almost 10 years of experience. It's just completely new perspective in how I approach finding an agent, and the types of questions that I ask, and the things I make sure I put on the table and have open for discussion. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rattle off some questions that you can ask when you're in a meeting. A lot of these questions I used just these past couple months when I had my meetings with a few of the agencies, and if it resonates with you, use it. If not, leave it at the door. Yeah, everybody's unique and have different needs, so what matters to me cannot matter to you. And I know for me, it's important to me to know how long have you been an agent for, and throughout your career as an agent, how good is your relationship with the casting directors, because relationship is everything. The casting director is our source of the job, and so what makes a strong agent is having strong relationships with them. And out of curiosity, I would ask, just by looking at me, how would you brand me? How do you see yourself submitting me? What kind of roles would you see me in? That's something that I'd like to know, just to get feelers out to see how they would sell me, just to see if we have the same vision and path and with the direction that I want to go. So another thing that I brought up, being a veteran, doing this for a long time, I also have a hand portfolio, I have my family portfolio, I have my on-camera husband and sister / best friend, and something I would want to know is if they'd be able to submit me on that as well, because my previous agents did. So in my case, my on-camera husband and my sister / best friend, they're with two completely different agencies. So it's important to ask to see if they're okay with my on-camera actors to be with different agencies and how that would work. Do they want to take the commission from them, or are they okay giving it out to whoever their representation is? And these are for all my parents out there. I myself am a parent of 2, so it's important to me to know and let them know that things come up. I have emergencies. I'll have to possibly push a time or cancel an audition if I have to go pick up my son or daughter. My family is a priority, and so it's important that in a relationship that there's an understanding. This is also a good time to mention your non-negotiables, things that you will absolutely not do, whether it's a moral code thing or principle thing, like, I don't want to do bikini stuff, I don't do nudity, or I don't want to promote cigarettes, marijuana, or pharmaceuticals, things like that, just things that you just know that you don't want to do. Another one would be Are you the type of agent that negotiates for me and would push a higher rate for me? Or do you just stick to the rate that was initially offered? How hands-on are you? Are you going to help me build my branding and help pave the way in the direction that I'm going to go in my career? Or are you just going to submit me on LA casting as they come to whatever role that comes in? That's something that's important to me because I feel like I've been doing this for a long time and I've, worked my way to, I have a branding now and there's a direction that I want to go. So as open as I am to being a scientist and an architect and all these things, can we get on board on the fact that my niche or my biggest interest is health and wellness and beauty? When you're in a meeting with an agent and you've been doing this for a long time, really the meeting is just to really get us a sense of who they are and letting them know who you are. And it's really about the relationship and the bond that you guys have because, like I've said previously, you're a team. And so the only way you can have a successful team is if you guys are on the same page. And it just works like any relationship, any friendship. When you're having these meetings, it's who you click with, who resonates with you. You want to find that kinship, that natural friendship, that spark. You like who you like, you click with who you click with. It's this intangible thing. You feel it. It's like, yeah, we're cool. And that's what you're looking for when you're finding an agent, because at the end of the day, you're talking to them on a daily basis. Even though you don't see them, emails, text messages, calls, you're a team, tight team. Be intuitive, stick with your gut, and go with your feelings. It really comes down to feelings. All the business comes after that because it's you. After that, you're the one who's going to be making the work. They won't make money until you make money. And a lot of the times, agents in the end will ask, do you have any questions for me? And I highly recommend that you have some questions ready. Even if you don't, get some. So, for example, I would ask, what do you need from me for the next 3 months? How are my headshots? Do I need headshots? Do I need to take classes? What kind of classes should I take? How else can I strengthen my portfolio? And once I sign my paperwork, what are the first 3 things I should accomplish to help get started? Just showing that you're putting in the effort and you care and you want to do this and you're ready to work. Seeing the enthusiasm in you will excite them to want to push for you and work for you and get serious about it. And this is also the perfect time to pitch yourself, to let them know what your special skills are, what your hobbies are, what you enjoy to do, your passions, if you're bilingual, if you could ride a unicycle, whatever cool talents you have, this is when you go ahead and let them know so that they can better submit you. Because the more skills that you have, the more marketable you are, the more opportunities you can get and be submitted for. But you just have to let them know. They won't know unless you tell them. Again, these are questions you don't have to ask. I'm just laying them all out there from me personally asking these questions with the agents and just being around agents and being in the game for as long as I have been. These seem to be the most effective in getting you in the game. If you have any questions that you had during a meeting, please drop it in the comment section. We'd love to know what works for you because, we want to make this an open library of information, especially if it worked for you. If I'm missing anything, drop it. If you have a question, drop it. Open to discussion. I'm excited for you guys to work and get signed. Let's do it. Let's book it.